So welcome to this episode of Boilie Belly. I'm here at Gigantica fishing the Road Lake for 1 week with FatFish Tackle. It's going to be hot and we're going to get loads of carp. So this is it, we've arrived at Gigantica. It has been a fantastic day today and a long day if that as well. We set off about 5 o'clock this morning from FatFish Tackle. We've got the early crossing over and it's taken about 4 hours drive to get here. Had a good walk around the lake, a good look round, seen showing fish in different parts of the lake, promising catches from last week. We've done the draw, I've come out 9th in the draw, so I dipped a little bit there, but I got my 4th swim choice, so I'm relatively happy. I've got set up. It's taken me a long time to get set up because I'm right around the back of the lake, so I had to lug half my gear around. But wow, what can I say? An incredible lake, 30 acres, the Road Lake here at Gigantica. Oh my God, so privileged to be here fishing. I really cannot wait to bag myself a fish.
If we trade a heart for heart, there will never be hope.
Morning guys, it's the first morning and wow, what can I say? Absolutely incredible morning. Incredible sunset last night as well. Sun setting just over behind the gravel road over there. Fish jumping all out in front of us. I'm gobsmacked for words really. I haven't been to such an awesome venue. The colour of the water as well, I've never seen it this sort of turquoise blue before. A few guys last night, I think had a few fish out, see them lifting them out in the waist slings. Andy had one as the sun was setting last night. Unfortunately I didn't get around to taking any pictures of him. I was a little bit selfish, so sorry Andy. I was just got my own 3 rods out and I wanted to try and fish through that bite time and see if I could nab myself one as well and get off the mark, but unfortunately I didn't, and I didn't throughout the night either. I had a couple of liners on my right hand rod, which is fished about 18 wraps down the margin on my right hand side to a fallen tree, which I walked round to it and baited up by hand. The other 2 rods I've got straight out to the middle of the lake, about 20 wraps out, and I'm fishing to the most prominent sort of feature on the horizon really, and that's the dip in the trees. I had a feel around with the lead when I got here and it all just feels exactly the same out there, to be honest. There's not really that much difference in the bottom between the silt and the gravel. There's a few little harder spots, but nothing to be of significant note to myself. So I've gone on the basis of where the previous anglers have been fishing and the recommendations of Buzz the bailiff. I picked this swim, Billy's swim. It was my 4th choice of swim. I picked this swim because it was showing the fish out to me right down the margin. It commands a lot of water. I mean, I've got a lot of space out in front of me to start chasing the fish around if I need to, but I think I'm just going to stick to my spots this week and go from there. When we've done our walk around when we got here, Buzz did a fantastic sort of 5-8 minute sort of pitch on each swim, and he explained to us where it's fishing well, the fish that come from the previous week, and it seemed to be that this swim was fishing not fantastic, but it was fishing okay. It was fishing steady. It had a couple of fish, and also it was getting bites at night. This is one of the only swims getting bites at night, and being true form to myself and Anna as well, we fish predominantly at night and we catch a lot of fishing at night, so I was feeling quite confident with that. So hence why we picked this swim here. Thanks to the guys as well for lugging all my gear around as well, because we kind of get the van halfway up, so that they helped us around with that. It's now about sort of 7:30, 8 o'clock. Plan of attack for today, in a minute I'm going to finish with a cup of tea, reel in my rods, we go for a walk around the lakes, have a catch up with the guys, see how they've been getting on, and I think when I get back I'm going to put another, I think probably 2.5 kilo of boilies straight out into the middle of the lake. I only put about 2 kilos out yesterday, so I didn't bait it up that heavy, and the buzz tells me that you probably want to set a good spot, so 5 kilos, 6 kilos on one spot, and then go from there. I think I'm going to move my middle rod as well. I'm just going to move it a couple of rod lengths right. I've seen a couple of fish showing directly in line with me and Tea Party over there, so that's where I'm going to go. That's the plan of attack for today. Looking forward to it. We've got a long week, but I think it's going to be worth it. It's going to be hard fishing, but with a setting like this, with the sun just coming up now, and the sunsets and the quality of the lake, I think we'll have a fantastic week. So, I'll see you a bit soon.
Never let you go. I'll never let you go. Never let you go.
He's just this white blobby blur. Whenever you...
Deja vu going on here. Silly hat again. Gigantica Road Lake again. Another lovely carp. 34 this one. Had 35 grassy last night and a long journey yesterday. Absolutely exhausted. Managed to nick one last night. Really pleased that this one came. Haven't really seen many show, so yeah, it's a bit of encouragement, and hopefully a few more tonight.
Keep your fingertips close to mine, close to mine, close to mine. Keep your fingertips close
Yeah,
to
I might
mine.
actually reweigh it. It feels bigger than 34.
So I'll never let you go. Never let you go. I'll never let you go. Never let you go.
Right, time to get this 34 pounder back. Then I think a shower, bite to eat, and get ready for tonight. There we go.
Wow, it is raining so hard right now. Just had a good walk around the lake, had a cheeky beer this morning in the nice sunshine, had a chat with the other guys, got back to my swim, managed to get one rod out, and it is absolutely bucketing down. It is raining so hard right now. We've got fault lightning all around us and crashes of thunder. It's pretty exciting, but I've only managed to get one rod out so far. I don't stand out there and try and start casting around with lightning going on over my head. So I've taken shelter in my bivvy. I think it's time to make a few rods, have a cup of tea, and hopefully this storm will pass. So after that punchy storm that we've just had, in the middle of it, Mark's just had an epic little battle with a common, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah.
I saw you pick up the rod over the other side of the
Yeah,
lake.
it's a bit hectic. You never like to see the lightning above you when you got your rod in your hand, but yeah, first one. So
Brilliant.
yes,
off the mark.
the mark.
Let's get her out and have a look.
Feels weight. I reckon it's nearly 34. That's my guess.
This afternoon. It's obvious that the fish have not been on it this morning, but this afternoon I think we've had a couple of bites in quick succession along this bank. I was just packing my gear up actually. I'll come around to the little stop pond. I'm going to do a bit of float fishing. What's she coming at, Ray?
36 you come out at.
36. What an absolute bruiser, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It is a stunning carp. Well done, mate. What was that caught on?
That was on, I had a method out there with the pellet with some crushed boilie in it. And just waffed the bottom bait, creamy toffee, waffed up.
Okay, a little bit different, but it's obviously worked for you, isn't it?
Yeah, method's my thing, so I tend to stick with, So yeah, obviously with Buzzy's help as well. got me a nice spot this morning, and within an hour, we're away with this little beauty.
Job's a good one. Is that a PB for yourself?
No, not unfortunately not, but welcome fish, put it that way.
All right, well done.
Yeah, thanks mate.
Starts with 3.
Just. There we go. This is number 5 of the day. This one goes in at 31.5 with a couple of other 30s. They certainly seem to be on the bait in front of me. So just keep it going in and see how we get on. Well, there is one more look at her before she goes back. Come back and try and get a few later.
Can't beat that for a view, can you? Just enjoying a final cup of tea, cheeky cigar, enjoying the sun as it goes down. Even though I haven't caught anything today, most of the other lads have, and it's been incredible just taking the pictures and videos for them. So, well done, boys, on the other bank. Hopefully tonight my luck will change, but even if it doesn't, I'm not fussed. I've got all week. I'll be happy with one fish by the end of it. It's nice to be away from home and having a week away from work and enjoying a view like that. Not such a productive night. Had a good plumb around this morning. Thought I'd reel the reels in and come for a bit of a ride around the lake on my hire bike, and it's a good job I did, because I've just found out that Kenny down in his swim down near the toilet block has pulled himself out a 41-pound common.
42.12.
42.12. What time did you get out, Kenny?
It was about 20 minutes ago.
Wow, you've still got it.
Still in the net, mate.
Still in the net. So
we'll be doing the photos and a bit of video later.
We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we've just waited for Buzz bailiff to come round, just because at Gigantica they want to make sure that they photograph all the fish, particularly over 40 pound, and then most of them have all got names, so he just wants to correspond that with to see the name of the fish that he's caught. Just pulled him out of the water, time to give him away, get a few pictures, and check out Kenny's prize.
This one was on a snowman, fished at 10 laps. 42.12 common, my PB common. Not the biggest fish that I've had today. Sorry, not the biggest fish I've had this trip. I had a 46.6 mirror on early hours of Sunday morning. Happy days.
Second 40 of the week.
Second 40 of the week. First one on Sunday morning was 46.6 mirror. So PB common, 42.12. So really made up. Start of the week, and off she goes.
Can we dance together one time? Would you like to be my friend? How is this gonna end? I think I'm falling back again. With you is where I wanna be.
It's after a really slow, hot day. Other than Mark's PB, and he's only managed to net himself a fantastic,
Angry, very angry, 38 pound mirror on a zig, which beat me up on the way in and is continuing to beat me up now. There she is.
Incredible fish that was. Well done, Kenny. Good job. Right, it's 12 o'clock now. I'm gonna head back round to Billy's, my swim. So I've got a bike all the way around the lake. I think plan of attack. The temperature's got up. I'm gonna put some zigs out. Like I said, I had a good plumb around this morning. Found out the different depths, so I know where I want to be. About 6, 8, and 10 feet. So that's the plan this afternoon. Andy. Right. See you in a bit, hopefully with a fish. If not, I'll probably see you just before tea. £44.5 Gigantica Road Lake Common. A new PB for myself. A long wait worthwhile. Caught on a simple blowback rig with a sticky manila hook bait topped with a little bit of yellow corn. 17 wraps out just to my marginal rod. Enjoying the sunset, having a chat with my new friend John.
Hiya.
And she decided to take off. A long time coming, but well worth the wait. Morning guys, so well, what can I say? I've managed to only bag myself another fish. This one looks like a little mirror. He's just sitting down in the margin at the moment in a waist sling. Pulled him in about 10-20 minutes ago. Reset the rod, put a little bit more bait out, and just while I was getting light, I thought I'd have a quick cup of tea. Have this tea, we'll pull him out and show you what it looks like. She's a bit lively. Let's try and pick her up. Look. There we go. There we go. 17 pounds Gigantica Road Lake mirror carp. Not the biggest in here by far, and not the biggest that I've had so far. But second fish of the trip. Absolutely, again, what I'd say, over the moon, as most people do. But when you've put so much effort in, they really are truly over the moon. Right, let's slip her back and hopefully we get ourselves another. Go on, and beautiful. Yes! Right, on to the next one.
If we trade a heart for heart, then we'll never be whole together. If If we trade a heart for heart, then I
So just rounding my rods, rest to swim for a bit, have a nice shower. On the walk around, Andy's only managed to bag himself another common. Oh, what did that one tip, Andy?
£38 exactly, this one.
£38.
So yeah, it's been a little while, so I've this one's very welcome. But yeah, hopefully there'll be a few more coming through now, and it's getting ready to flip, I think.
How many's that for you now?
4. Fourth one.
Fourth one, and it's fishing quite hard as well.
Has been, but yeah, hopefully with the weather change there might be a few more to come. We'll see.
Well, let's have a look. Well done.
Cheers.
will be lost forever. So I'll never let you go. Never let you go. I'll never let you go.
That didn't want to stay long,
Never
did
let
it?
you go.
That feels fairly solid.
Then we'll never be whole together. If we trade a heart for heart,
Nice.
then our souls will be lost forever. Keep your fingertips close to
A
mine.
long line, this one.
To mine.
Really ploddy,
Keep your fingertips close
which
to
gets the old heart rate going.
mine.
That can. Oh,
So I'll
I mean, it might be a
never let you
decent
go.
one.
Never let you go.
Yeah, it's not doing an awful lot quickly.
Never let you go.
Clear of those other lines. Few little head nods of the head. Oh, turn it.
So I'll never let you go. Never let you go. I'll never let you go. Never let you go.
Okay, so we've got the fish in the net, we've detached the net, and what we're going to do now is just slide it straight into the retention sling in the water. Just protects all the fish, saves any harm to these fish, and it's as simple as just slide it over. Just watching the line. Get it out on the mat, get it unhooked. The fish is kept in perfect condition. Doesn't tangle your line.
Yeah. I'll take the.
Yeah, we're good on the fins.
Cool.
We're just checking the fins underneath, make sure they're in the right position for it to be lifted out. Yeah.
We'll be lost forever. So I'll never let you go.
Thank you. Just over
Never
34
let you
pounds.
go. I'll never let you go. Never
Nice
let you
orange
go.
tinge, this one. Just got the other one back, and this one came along. So yeah, really pleased. Both spots now looking like there's a few fish about. So hopefully a couple more to come.
Never be whole together.
And back she goes.
Then our souls will be lost forever. Keep your fingertips close to mine. Close to mine. Close to mine. Keep your fingertips close to mine. Close to mine. Close to mine. So I'll never let you go. Never let you go. I'll never let you go. Never let you go.
You wouldn't think this had just been fighting me for the last 15 minutes. Bristling.
Never let you go.
Third one going back. 3 in hardly any time at all on each of the rods on 2 different spots. So yeah, it's rocking. Whoa! Don't want it to go back. Well, just put back that third of the 3 fish I've just had. Thankfully, they've started to move through to me now. Been stacked up at one end. The wind changed. Just before it did, I saw that the wind was going to change. Got a bit of bait out, so managed to stop them in their tracks, and I've nicked a few. So all good at the moment. Hopefully that will carry on. But yeah, this is what I've been using. The lead setup is my old faithful traditional shocker rig setup, which whenever there's a hard bottom I always use this. No weed out there, so that don't have to detach the lead or anything. Lead's threaded on, got rid of the insert, onto a safe zone leader, so that will just move really nicely on there. Got a bead, 4mm bead, pushed up onto that tungsten insert, the very first one, and what that does, that wedges onto there because it's just ever so slightly fatter there, and then as the fish picks up the bait, the lead moves away, so it can't actually get any purchase on it at all. Can't use the weight of the lead to get rid of it. It's like a running rig. Well, it is a running rig. And then as that moves away, hits onto the bead, that's the shock, and as the fish tears off, that bead drops away. So you've got 2 parts to it. It's a running rig. Fish can't really use the lead weight to get rid of the hook, and then you've got that shock system there, so like a bolt rig, and off it charges. On the end of that, this is my old faithful that I use for just about all of my fishing. Unless it's a zig rig or something, I use this 99% of the time. End trap, D-rig. So very simple. Link loop on one end, Palomar knot tying the end trap. End trap soft, that is, 15 pound. I've never really used anything more than that, even in France. Right the way through to a size 4 quarter wide gape, which I think is just such a tough hook. I've never had a problem with these. This is a wide gape B because it's a barbless rule on here. And I don't strip the braid at all. I don't strip it back at all. It's right the way through, knotless knotted on there. The tag is brought back through to the eye to create the D, and I hold it to the shank. Instead of using a whipping knot, I use a little bit of silicone, just makes it a little bit easier for me to do. And then I've got a little Thinking Anglers ring swivel on there, micro rig swivel, and that's embedded into the bait, and that's the Sticky Baits Manila 20mm, just a bottom bait drilled out with a bit of cork, and that sits over the top of the hook, masking the hook, but when it's picked up, the hook's ready for action, pointing downwards. So yeah, so far so good. It's working okay. And well, fingers crossed we're going to be good for another couple of fish. We'll see.
Last night was super stormy. It was hacking down with rain and it was really windy. It was so dark it made fishing really quite difficult. Made it difficult to try and hit that spot when I was casting out. But that being said, we managed to get another 3 fish. Had a 17-pound grass carp, and we had 2 29-pound mirrors. Managed to land them mirrors one after the other. It was pretty much a double take. Got them in, really happy with them too. First couple of mirrors of the trip, and they looked absolutely stunning. One was just a little bit bigger than, one was just a little bit dumpier than the other. Plan for today is I've left the rods in at the moment. I've gone round and I've gone round and kind of topped up my swim with another 3 kilos of bait, so they've kind of wiped me out, I think. Gonna leave them rods out now till I reckon about 1-2 o'clock, possibly 3 o'clock, and then reel them in for this evening. I want to rest a swim later this afternoon. Billy's tends to fish well during the night, and that stayed true to form so far, as I haven't been getting any bites during the day. But that being said, you never know. So I just had a call from Mark over in Tea Party 1. He's managed to net himself something pretty special. I've managed to pull my rods in, get myself over here. I'm just about to show you what he's got.
I think I'm falling back again. With you is where I wanna be. It's true. I wanna have you close to me. It's true. So come and hold me.
Yeah, well, we had one of the two that I've got in the sack on the bank ready to be weighed, and then the rod's gone again. So yeah, I've had 3 bites in quick succession. This is a little mirror. Got a 26 common and a 47.5 common in the sack. So we'll get the rods back out, get some more bait on that spot, and see if we can get some pictures done. After a little hectic spell there, taking the bailiff's advice at the start of the week, one spot, keep it baited. This is what has just come off that spot. 47.5 pound Gigantica Road Lake common. Absolute stunner, made up with this one. She's an angry one, but she'll be back soon.
It's a PB.
PB.
It's made just for us. We have this special kind of love.
Bell end.
It's 2 for luck.
Mark's just finishing up with his trio of fish. I'm going to head back round. It's given me a lot of inspiration now to get my rods back out on the spot. So we'll be back round a bit later, I think, 4 tea to catch up with the guys. But let's head back round to Billy's. Look at that, another incredible sunset here at Gigantica. It's our second to last night and it's been a really good day's fishing. Kenny's managed his 440 of the trip. Mark, who it's his first trip over to France, and I think his previous PB was about 21 pound, has absolutely destroyed that with a 40 as well. Mark from FatFish Tackle has also managed an upper 40. I've unfortunately lost one, but I'm not disappointed because I know this swim's going to produce me a fish tonight. All I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sit back and enjoy that sun going down. And I've come round to see Mark in Tea Party 1, who's absolutely been smashing it this week. How many you had out, Mark?
26 so far.
26?
Yeah.
That's an impressive number.
Yes, yeah, I've been very fortunate to be on the fish, so just stuck to the bailiff's advice really, you know, keeping the bait going in continuously, trying to keep them on the spot. It's slowed down a little bit today, but we'll see, there's still plenty of time. That's
an impressive number. I've come round as well to see about your rods and reels. I'm after a new set myself. What have you got? And
okay, well I use the Gravity X rods in 12 foot 3.5s. They're available in 3 different handles, abbreviated shrink cork. I like a bit of cork, you know, so
does look nice on the
yeah,
on
definitely. And I've got the new Sonic 10,000 surf reel that's just come about, and got that with a wooden handle, bit of customised.
Very sexy
thing there. Yeah, I do like a bit of wooden handle. So yeah, there are them two. And that's what I've been using, mate. I'm only fishing at 20 wraps, so it's nice and comfortable, nice and easy.
And you can get them from
yeah,
yourself?
we do them in the shop in FatFish Tackle. Yeah, we've got them in all the test curves: 3, 3.25, 3.5, cork, shrink, or abbreviated handle. So the choice is yours,
Brilliant.
mate.
Well, I'll be in soon, I think then.
No worries at all.
Thanks for that, Mark. I'm going to head back round. I think I'm probably actually going to get the rods back out now. The amount you've caught, I think I've got some catching up to do. So
yeah, you know, there's fish everywhere in the lake. It's just getting on them, mate, and keeping them there when they turn up. You know, you've done the right thing. A few bites yourself, so
yeah,
it's all happy days, mate.
Right, thanks a lot for that.
No worries.
Well done on your
Cheers.
and a new PB, wasn't it?
It was 47.8.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Good evening, it's the last evening here at Gigantica and I've just finished off a fantastic curry cooked by the guys over the road. It's been a really good week of food, so thank you very much for that. As I'm sitting here talking to you now, Andy directly opposite me over the lake has hooked into another carp. So I hope, fingers crossed, he'll get that one in, but I'm sure he will. While I'm sat here enjoying the sun going down, I want to talk to you a little bit about the rig that I've been using and how I've been applying the bait to the end of it. I won't talk entirely about the rig, but it's a standard sort of blowback rig. Main sort of parts of the anti-tangle sleeve and there, kicking the hook away from the lead. I'm using a 6 ounce, size 6 hook, 18mm manila bottom bait, and a 16mm pop-up, whether that be the high vis pineapple from Sticky or the new yellow ones from Orchard Tackle, the condensed milk and cream. I'm putting the baits on their hull and then I'm throwing it in the margin and I'm watching it sink or pop up. As and then I'm clipping down the pop up, just ensuring so it slowly sinks, pushing itself away from the lead. Once it's there, I'm then happy. I'm going to give it a good dip of glug and then cast it out to my spot. So it's the end of the week now. I've had a fantastic week fishing. We're all packed up, ready to hit the road, just having a final breakfast and saying cheerio to the guys. Don't forget to subscribe below, like the channel, like our Facebook page and Instagram. Also check out FatFish Tackle as well, where it will be online, Instagram or YouTube. Right, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm going to leave you with some of the good bits.
Forgotten how it felt before the world fell at her feet. There's such a difference between